ready for its first test run. These three are all on. That's good. That's good. Good. Okay. Now we're going to come over to our shut-off valves here. We're going to just shut them off. Here, the valve. Off and off. And then we're going to make sure that we don't have any leaks to this point. And then from here, we'll manually turn these on. So let's go ahead and go back downstairs. All right, moment of truth. We're going to do these slow and one at a time. Starting with our hot. I don't hear any water, but it's still okay. We're good. It just takes a minute to pressurize. That made me really nervous. All right, cold water. Okay, cold water's on. Don't hear any water running. And our meter's not spinning, so we're good there. All right, starting with our hot water here. Okay, we're good. No leaks. Cold water. Cold water's good. All right, coming over the other side. That one had a little bit more to go. Hot water. All right. Don't hear anything. Don't see anything. It's a good sign. Let's see what happens if I start to loosen one of these. Make sure that we don't have any pressure coming through here. Cool. So that means this guy is not leaking. That's good. This is the head, or the arm, or whatever you want to call that. I think they call it a nipple, an elbowed nipple, that's going to go for the shower head. But let's go ahead and make a makeshift tub spout here and go ahead and test this guy out. First trial run, right? And then these guys are actually meant to just pop right off for easy testing. So put our nozzle on here. Okay. And this is the diagram. So our spout or our faucet should be to the right. And let's see. This will face down like this. And it's working! I could take a bath right now. Oh, that smells terrible. Inside of some PEX. Let's check for leaks over here. All right, you guys, I am not going to show you guys everything I've done so far this morning. I'm just going to show you my resolution, and I'm going to talk about the problem here real quick. I've liked doing the time lapse at the beginning of the video and then doing a talk about it after, but here we go. So my bathtub, where'd my little go? When I installed it, was holding water, And that's because it's not level. And I was like, hold on a second, I swear it was level. And so I'm checking level across here, on all the other places. I'm like, did I put the ledger board in too high? I don't know. And I was like, is the floor unlevel? Like, this is an old house. I'm pretty sure though that I checked that the floor was level. So I go through the process of removing this tub after gluing everything up. Some people on the comment section gave me a hard time for using this removable P-trap fitting. But as you can see here, I've also moved some things around. So I've moved that hot line all the way over there, and I've had to chunk out a little bit extra of this. So what's going on is the whole tub, I shift over this way, and then I can lift it up and out. So I'm glad I did the removable P-trap. However, I started by pulling this out, removing the ledger board, and I was checking the floor. Nope, floor's perfectly level, but somehow this is still not level. So did some research, and turns out sometimes these bathtubs that have like the self-leveling pads on the bottom, you don't use mortar, it's got the pads on the bottom that support itself, aren't perfect. And today they are not perfect. So I figured out that it is off by 1/4 of an inch. So I've made 3 1/4 inch shims. One's going to go underneath this front lip, and then the other 2 are going to go underneath the pads. There are 6 sets of pads, so 3 on that side, 3 on this side, and so and they're about the width of 2 of these strips. And so I'm going to put these strips underneath the pads, or maybe even mount them to the pads. I don't know. And from there, we're going to bring this guy back down and check for level. I'm going to bring my ledger board back up to where it was and where it should be to properly support the back of the tub. And yeah, so future plumbers though, if I'm sure there's something else I've screwed up, and so in 10 years when this all fails, this should be very easy to access. I'm actually going to put another ledger board here and then do like a little bit of a raised floor in this linen closet and have like a removable floor so that they can get into all this and none of it is sealed and permanently covered. I'm going to put in an access door over here to be able to get to those 2 shutoff valves, to be able to get to these shutoff valves, and get to all the plumbing without as much of a headache. Hopefully some plumber will thank me in the future, or he'll just be like, this guy's an idiot. I don't know. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and pull the tub out again and raise that ledger board back up, get these shims in place, and we're going to go ahead and start continuing the process, which should be the walls here. Wish me luck. Moment of truth. You ready? Oh, let's flip it right side up here. Yeah! Woohoo! We finally got level. Okay, let's go ahead and hook our drain back up. I don't know if you guys are even going to be able to see the water in there. No squeaks. So one helpful tool I made for myself is I took an offcut here and I just stuck a whole bunch of these screws with washers in them, and then I marked right here, this is 10 inches. The limit is 12, but I went 2 under just to be safe and secure. And so this makes it easy to just grab a screw, plug it in, and then be able to go from there. I know a lot of people are like, oh, the sheetrockers, they use a zip gun. You can buy the same bit that they use in a zip gun, just to get it in a 1/4 inch, put it in your palm router, and there you go. Ended up getting this guy on a really good deal for, I think it was Memorial Day. And then I bought a bag of 5 bits for $5 off of Amazon. They don't have to be amazing bits. These are just going through sheetrock. I'm sure just a cheap drill bit might work. These are designed for this, so and I just made it stick up as far out as necessary to penetrate the sheetrock and then tear it all up. I forgot to film it, sorry, but it worked great, made a big mess, you saw that part. Alright, welcome to, I don't know what day it is. Honestly, at this point, I think I'm going to just start calling these part numbers rather than day numbers. So, this is going to be part 13. Let's go ahead and talk about what we have done today, or over the weekend and then into today. This video, if you can't tell, has been combined with the past few. I actually took some time off of my day job so that I can really make some headwind on this. And I'm not making as much speed progress as I thought, but man, it feels good to see like the progress that is being made. I spent Friday fixing some things. The tub wasn't sitting level, and so I was fighting with that. So I eventually figured out that the floor isn't, it's not that the floor isn't level, the floor is perfectly level. It's that the pads on this Jacuzzi brand tub weren't perfectly level. And they say like, make sure the floor is level, make sure your ledger board's level. Like all of those things were level and at the right height and whatnot. But a couple of the feet were not sitting where they were supposed to. And so water was pooling up in this corner here. So I shimmed it up. I found out, I went online and I found a bunch of videos where they shimmed up the edge just a little bit. It's literally just 1/8 of an inch. And that brought it to level, and now it drains properly. We're doing great there. We got all of our shower valve and spigots all set up. We've got the Kerdi board installed, the Schluter system. I've got some of our waterproof stuff, just enough because I want to get the shower done first, and then I can really start focusing on the rest of this. But as I was doing this, I was like, well, if I'm gonna put this up, I need to make sure I do this. So I started running our electrical. So we've got our fan run. We've even got the fan itself installed. We've got our vanity light. That one I just did because I was doing the blocking over here. Let's see, what else do we got? We got a can lights here. And then this one is our main, I think is our main lights. Yep, main light. So we're gonna have a light here where this one is, and then we're gonna have 2 can lights in here like that are gonna light up the shower stall. And then we're gonna have a vanity light here, and then we're gonna have a whole series. I think there's gonna be a total of 3 outlets in here. One inside for a drawer, a powered drawer. I think I'm actually gonna put it over here. I haven't decided yet. But we're gonna have power in one of the drawers. We're gonna have outlets on either side of the vanity. So we're gonna have our GFCI main outlet right here, and then everything else is gonna be wired out of that one. So we're gonna wire here. This is gonna have like our USB ports and stuff like that on there. And then I also am going to connect into, you can see this metal RBX, I don't know what they call this metal sheathed cable. That's going into the office, and so we're going to rewire that one and then bring that all into our one outlet there so that we're doing good there. That's all that we got going on with electrical wise. We're doing well there. The Kerdi band, this is the Schluter system that I'm doing here. So this is their waterproofing band that'll go over all of our penetrations in the Kerdi board. And I ended up not buying enough. I didn't realize how much I would need. So I'm gonna have to go back to the store and get a couple, maybe 3 more rolls of that to cover all of the screw penetrations I put in here. I've spent a lot of time learning, researching. I've been on Schluter's website, I've been on YouTube, I've been in the bathroom remodel teacher's classroom, watching videos, learning what I need to be doing in all of these situations to make sure that I'm setting myself up for success. And I think we're doing well. We've got pretty much all of the insulation installed now. Let's see here. We got one little patch. I don't have a spot right there. And then this is all done. I still need to do the header on this. The window still needs to be addressed. That's going to be in the future, but it will be addressed eventually. Insulated all over there. Yeah, so the only place that's left is right here around this light and just right here in general. I have more, I just haven't brought it in yet. And I'm gonna make some more progress before we put that in. Things are really coming along. I'm hoping, really hoping that tomorrow I can be laying tile. I got a 50-pound bag of all set that I'm going to use to install or apply all of our Kerdi band here, as well as I got a few tubes of the Kerdi fix to cover all of our protrusions here. And then we're going to start laying our subway tile. I initially had picked up a 4-inch by 8-inch subway tile, and I was like, yes, that is like a good size. It's like not too big, not too small, but unfortunately, it turns out that Home Depot only makes it in a like texture, wavy, watery style text. I don't like the texture. We wanted a flat, solid subway tile, easy to clean thing, nothing with waviness to it. So we returned it and then went for a 3 by 6-inch tile. So we're going to be doing more smaller work, whatever you want to call that. But it's going to be tile all the way up here, around, and then we're going to bring it all the way down here. We're going to have some black trim edge banding. We're eventually going to have black grout across all of it, so it's going to be black on white with our black fixtures. It's going to be pretty cool. I can't wait to see how it all turns out, but right now, that's where we are. If you have recommendations, questions, comments, concerns, let me know. If there's something I missed, you're like, hey, I saw you did that part wrong. You might want to undo those screws and fix that before it's too late. Let me know. I appreciate it. This is blocking for our vanity, blocking for a mirror, so you can put a mirror wherever the heck you need to, hopefully. So this is starting at like 5'10", so I figure, you know, eye level for a 6 foot tall person is probably the lowest you would mount a mirror. And if not, y'all got studs, figure it out. There's a lot of ways to hang a mirror. So let me know if there's something glaring, weird, strange that I'm missing or doing or not doing, and hopefully I'll be able to address that in time. Thank you so much for watching, coming along. I personally love to watch these like time-lapse videos of stuff being built, and I hope you enjoy these kind of stuff too. This linen closet is going to be pretty awesome, I think. So hopefully it all comes together the way I imagine it. Again, leave your comments of suggestions and concerns you may have around my whole system here, and I look forward to replying to all of you guys. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.